Welcome to the birth centenary of Sri Madhava. 100 years have just passed since Sri Madhava appeared on earth. The whole world is running as usual. The trend of Kali is developing in a general direction. It is said that the First World War compelled men to think of permanent peace and collective security. So the victors in the war created an international organization, the League of Nations, to preserve their security and peace. But to speak the truth, the goal is still unattained. Later we shall have its principal reason in this discourse. On January 10, 1920, the League of Nations comes into existence, and in the next year, on June 22, 1921, Sri Madhava, with the sea of knowledge, including the means of the permanent peace for the world people, comes down on earth in a poor family in a small village, Kushura by name, by a rivulet near Dhaka, now in Bangladesh. His coming into life was too simple to understand that of incarnation. In case of descending of Sri Chaitanya and Sri Ramakrishna, some supernatural phenomena are viewed, but no such vision is given to Sri Madhava's parents. Only Sri Bipin Saha, a kinsman, is informed in a dream that a superhuman is coming in Vishwambar's family. On 14th day fixed for Shiva, Kaushalya Devi, wife of Vishwambar, prays to Beni, an appellation of Shiva, for a son at Dhulia temple in Saturiya village. On the other hand, mother of Vishwambar, Mahamaya, prays to Madhava, an appellation of Sri Krishna, at Madhava temple in Dhambrai village for the same on the day of Ka festival. In 1921, he comes into life as a boy baby, named Beni Madhava for their collective satisfaction as they both prayed to Beni and Madhava. But later, Sri Madhava said, I am Madhava alone. Though the name Beni Madhava has a special significance in his present pastime. When he was 12, he was first admitted to a primary school and only 3 years took lessons and passed class 2 from high primary madrasa as Gania. Only the first day of every year he would go through the books and never open them. Every year he took first, even in the examination for scholarships of class 4, reading in class 2. It is very interesting to say he was appointed to the post of head teacher of the school nearer to it from the next year, as he left school for extreme poverty after his father's death. Then for 12 years he led his life through hard times. Later, when he was in Kolkata, he decided to start his work for which he had come on earth. From Shobhabaz Ashram in Kolkata, his glorious work starts to be manifested, and the messages start to flow out in the tide of his Gomukh, the mouth through which the countless works came out that needs almost 150 books to be printed. He has given answers of all religious and spiritual questions from all angles with universal approach. He has explained in detail on Bodha, transcendental intelligence, or sense in gross sense, manifested into perception, feeling, realization, and next realization. The Gita and the Chandi in spiritual philosophy. Only Sri Madhava, as incarnation, composed a book, Gita, collected knowledge with his own hand fast. Besides, so many songs, so many kirtans, songs about Radha and Krishna, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Rama, and the Chandi even about Ramakrishna are composed. It is the first time Kirtan is written in pure Bengali. He sometimes would sing extempo, and above all, his best gift for the world is Kalpataru Sangha, world religions organization like the UNO, in some way. Sri Madhava composes Shajani verses in Kirtans. Sha stands for own, Ja for composition, and Ni for revelation. That which is composed and revealed by him is Shajani verse. In his boyhood, one day, along with his neighbors, he went to the house of Baba Pagla, a renowned saint. On last Saturday of Baishag, the first month of Bengali calendar, he would worship Holy Mother and, and offered earthen meats. But when he distributed the earthen meats, they turned into original sweetmeats. That day when he gave one earthen meat to Sri Madhava, that remained the same, without any change. Baba Pagla then being in front of his wife said, "See, one day this boy will be renowned. He is not general or common." On another day, Sri Madhava went to his uncle's house to visit Ram Thakur, a spiritual teacher. They, then he was renowned. So many devotees remained present and they were bowing down to his feet. Following them, Sri Madhava came forward to bow. When he was about to bow down, Ram Thakur instantly said, "No, no, you need not bow down. I cannot take it. One day, Pulmania, man will bow down to your lotus feet. Now you don't know yourself." In order, a great philosophy and ideology came out of Sri Madhava. Sri Ramakrishna assimilated all religions, but its reality is still unattained. When, why is it still unattained in the world? Sri Madhava said, there are two reasons behind it. One of them, Sri Madhava assimilated all religions but did not spread it, and another reason is that for the assimilation it needs a common, universal, and non communal path that he did not leave behind. Sri Madhava gave the path, a spell to the world people. He said, I am leaving a spell behind for the people of the world. It is the world awakening spell, that is order and humanity. He explained the word order and defined the word word humanity. It is the first time humanity is defined. Full many a great man or woman speaks of humanity, but they gave or gives no, they gave or give no definition. Humanity is the one and undivided entity of truth. It is the world religion, and it is the only and sole religion of man. All other religions are external and partial. The excellent gift left behind for the world people by Sri Madhava is Kalpataru Sangha. Fair gives man an inspiration to propel to such a state where physical comfort and mental peace are permanently secured. It played a vital role immediately after the First World War. Some state powers built the League of Nations to harmonize and control the anarchy of states and nations and save the world from destruction of war. But their earnest effort does not run so long. Within a few years, the great effort falls prostrate. Again, the distorted report rises up after facing another tremor or threat to the human existence. So, after the Second World War, some peace loving states, to speak the truth, they are not perfectly called peace loving states but fair stricken with the United Nations for the world peace and security. To speak the truth, it has been still crawling. Sometimes it looks to be blind. The United Nations is nothing but a politically united organization trying to establish peace politically and financially. But politics and or political power does not possess that power to establish peace or security on earth. Only religion or spiritual knowledge with universality can do it. No single religion in the world can do, but the religion of all the religions being harmonized can. Every religion or religious organization, as it is not complete in power and knowledge, can partially satisfy the partial people on earth. As it is communal in thought and aspiration, it can bring all people of all the religions on a common platform. So we need such an organization with total knowledge and the refuse of all emotions to satisfy people of every religion, that is total people. One day Sri Madhava wills to build a religious organization. But it says then, suppose there are 1,000 organizations in the world, and if I set up another one, and that will rise to 1,001. It is not my will. I wish to make one comprising the 1,001s. So he set up Kalpataru Sangha, the United Religions Organization. But what is the current scenario of Kalpataru Sangha? Now it is lying in the darkness of night. All at night, all the stars, planets, even the moon remain without sun. When the sun rises, all the stars, planets, and the moon will disappear. On 3rd July 1987, the wonderful and great first time of Sri Madhava came to a stop silently. Only some of his disciples and devotees shed tears. The globe keeps moving as usual. Thanks.